Alright guys, we're underway into our next game, and of course if you were not looking at the chat or you guys just have it in full screen, there was a pretty big upset in the brackets that unfortunately we missed, and I'm sorry that we missed the coverage of that, but we did have the side of, excuse me, the name is escaped, Natural Selection take out Overwatch Kings in the round of 32. We are going to now have them taking on the side of Planetkey Dynamics. In this round of 16, winner goes on to take on B-Fly in the quarterfinals. So again, guys, this is an incredibly important match for both of these teams. Really not much more else to say. Of course, Planetkey Dynamics picking up their organization relatively new. Most of these players kind of evaluating this lineup. Haven't yet really seen them too much play it out. And it looks like I do have the titles backwards, so let me get that fixed real quick, guys. As I just want to make sure that I get that right, and yep, this is going to be incorrect. So once I get this set up, we'll get the introductions right underway, guys, and then we'll move right into the action. So first for the introductions on the side of the offense, we have the side, or defense, excuse me, we have the side of Natural Selection. Me, going to be picking up a Soldier. We have Tane, going to be picking up the Pharah on the defense. Hercule is going to be picking up one of the builders on a, alright, so the only builder going to be a Torbjorn. Valk going to be over here on a Roadhog. We have Alcade going to be picking up their Mercy, and a defensive Reinhardt for the side of Grissy. Over for the side of the offense for Planetkey Dynamics, we have Nils picking up the Lucio. The Death going to be picking up the Winston. We have Jodestad going to be picking up a Roadhog. Donnie on a Pharah. Way going to be picking up a Reaper, and that leaves Karaz, I believe the leader of the team, going to be picking up the Zarya. So action going to be going out immediately as we have a triple tank burst. Winston going to get bubbled up and just immediately go in. Hercule's going to be taking out that Winston though pretty immediately as he does get a kill on him. Jodestad's going to be taking out Grissy, and Hercule's going to be getting a triple kill. Oh my god, this Torbjorn is just going off right now. Hercule's, the aim on this guy, we're going to go ahead and check him. Follow him out for a second here. The aim on him is very good. Vayne and Velk are going to be also picking up kills as well. And this team is looking very strong inside of Natural Selection. Not really seen them before, and they are definitely looking like a very strong team. And I gotta say, the aim from this guy has got to be on point if he got most of those kills. Unfortunately not, he's messing up the animation canceling. But a Torbjorn is one of those heroes that, of course, if you guys, you know, you've met it in your competitive play, pug play, whatever, it's not fun to play with against per se, but if you can aim this left click very well, Torbjorn is a disgusting hero, and just listen for those dink noises, and he's just landing them one after another. Gonna be busting out that Molten Core, and if you can land shots like this is exactly the kind of hero that you want to play. Meanwhile, Tane, Valk, and me gonna be picking up kills as well for the team, as now we can see those shots just being wrung out by the Torbjorn as they push back the side of the offense, and Planetkey Dynamics gonna have to look at a different option or a different look here, as the side of Natural Selection coming out strong already. Again, they upset Overwatch Kings, Natural Selection, so they are definitely a stronger team than a no-name team would normally get in the sense of perception. So here we go, more action coming out, offense going to be going in, and Tane just going to absolutely shut that down with that rocket barrage, doing so much damage, cleaning up multiple. Valk going to be ripping out the whole hog, and me going to be picking up a kill off the back of that onto the Death, and now the offense is pretty much cleaned up. Way going to be going super low, he does get cleaned up by Grissy's. Great Earth Shatter as they go ahead and clean up a total of 3 Valk on that, and now 1 left as the Pharah goes and runs for her life, as she's not going to want to be janitored up. And the side of Planetkey Dynamics needs to figure this out, turn it around, and do something else with this game right now. As the side of Natural Selection, I gotta say, I'm really impressed by them. I've watched a fair bit of Overwatch Kings over these Go4 Cups, and they are a very strong team, taking out games against some of the better teams, and this Graviton Surge might be exactly what they need with it. Rocket Barrage, Donnie gonna be getting a double kill, maybe get a triple kill, but he does go down to his own Rocket Barrage during it. Nils does take out the turret, so they don't have that available, and Hercules is gonna go down. Valk gonna be answering a kill, but Joe's gonna be taken out by him. Way gonna be answering back, but the defense still stabilizing. Me and Tane gonna be taking out kills. Grissy does finally go down, but we're going to switch over to the Soldiers. He's fighting it up on the point, trying to do everything he can to take out the Zarya, and he does. Low health, she goes down. Now going to be trying to track up onto this Pharah. 1, 2, maybe 3 shots. Going to be landing more. None of them headshots, and the rocket off, so it doesn't look like it's going to be able to take him out. And this is going to reset the offense. And the side of Planetkey Dynamics might get full hold here. Might get full held here as we have sights coming out from me. And these are pretty massive sights. He's targeting up 3-4. And the Rocket Barrage canceling out the hook, saving him. Oh no! The side of Natural Selection is just pulling out great plays. And if you're a fan of Planetkey Dynamics or an organizational fan of them, they are not doing so well with their new Overwatch squad. As the side of Natural Selection upsetting Overwatch Kings just before this, doing so much work here on the defense. I gotta say, as a team I've never watched and never seen. I do a fair bit of Overwatch watching, and these guys are really coming out strong. I have to say that they are really impressing me a lot, and I know I've said that a lot, but at the end of the day, it's just one of those things when you're struck by this much awe, you don't really know what else to say. As RaptorZ and team going to be pushing forward as the side of Natural Selection looks to continue this hold, and Gristy going to be getting a kill with a great... Oh, that Earth Shatter hitting on 2, and now in the background, Wei getting a pretty good Death Blossom, but it's going to be negated by that Resurrection coming out from Alcade, bringing back the rest of his team, and again, Planetkey Dynamics offense getting completely cleaned up here, and Natural Selection showing that at the end of the day, teamwork. And you don't really need to have that top skill fragging power of all the best teams in the world. And they definitely have some pretty good fraggers as they're doing a good job, but this is just great macro defense from them, using great use of that turret, setting up around it, playing with it. Torbjorn doing a lot of damage. He's getting a kill. Valk going to be getting a kill on this last push, and a Graviton Surge on pretty much all of the defense. Maybe gives a chance for Donnie to get something happening, but Donnie's going to get shot up by the Mercy. Does end up, Tane ends up taking out RaptorZ, and that's going to be the first kill for them in a while. We're going to go ahead and switch over to this air duel as Tane needs to win it. He does go ahead and win it. Now he's going to be on to the targets on the point as they're going to be switching over to Tracers and Mercies. They really don't want to lose this, or Winston's. They really don't want to lose this game as Death is going to get a double kill. Resurrection coming out from Alcade, bringing up most of the defensive members that were dead. And now Jodesta going to be landing the hook, trying to turn this around. Rocket coming out, hitting onto 1. But Me going to be, looks like he's going to be able to get a triple kill and stabilize this out as Donnie's going to be boosting into the air, looking for that those kills. Valk going to be landing himself a pulse bomb, stalling up pretty much all of the offense, and it looks like there's this one last Tracer. If she goes down, she's not going to be able to make it, and the Winston does not leap in. And the side of Natural Selection going to be taking a full hold against the side of Planetkey Dynamics. And again, guys, this has to be a full hold from Planetkey Dynamics, or we are going to be going into... if it's not a full hold, then it's over. And the side of Natural Selection is basically getting a double upset. I have to say that Planetkey Dynamics has to be the favorite going into this, being a sponsored organization coming from a pretty historied CSGO background. Never strictly... I mean, Planetkey at one point... My CSGO knowledge is not the best, guys. But Planetkey Dynamics at one point was a top team. I believe they were even a top 8 team, if not a top 4 team for a while. They have a very historied CSGO background as an organization, so definitely expect them to be picking up a strong Overwatch team. And I don't want to make it sound like, oh, they picked up a bad team. At the end of the day, right, some of these teams are just going to come out and show strong. Natural Selection right now, a team that really, again, we've never seen anything of. If you guys have been watching my last 4 casts of these cups, it's not something... sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Mainly what I want to get at with that whole point, guys, is that it's really hard to evaluate when I've never seen Planetkey Dynamics play, and I've never seen Natural Selection play. So these may just be 2 really big up-and-coming teams, and Natural Selection may just be getting the better of Planetkey Dynamics here, and that's an awkward situation, of course, for the organization, but at the same time, highlight the good. Let's just frankly look at the fact that Natural Selection is en route here to upset Overwatch Kings and Planetkey Dynamics on the top half of the bracket, basically upset what would have been the normal pecking order of that bracket. And they basically only have to contend with the side of Pretz, B-Fly on the rest of the bracket for them making it into the semifinals and going into, of course, that coveted finals match where they can play for €150. And that 100 points basically guaranteeing them spot in the July finals. But here we go. Action going to be right underway as we have the side of the offense of Natural Selection going to be trying to break the defense of Planetkey Dynamics. There's one rocket going out. Of course, Nils on the right side as that soldier. We're going to be using a Genji break here to get into the back, and Knee going to be taking out Nils. That's not good. Josta going to be taking out Chrissy, and Volk going to be taking the double kill for the side of the defense so far is Me, though. Me, he's going off right now so much on this Genji. He's going to be getting a triple kill, make it a quad kill as he's onto this Roadhog. Tane going to be taking that out, and that is going to be a quad kill as he takes out one more onto the side, onto that Reaper. And the side of Natural Selection might just have completely taken apart Planetkey Dynamics here, guys. I'm kind of blown away right now. I really would have expected Planetkey Dynamics to have a better showing here. But again, Natural Selection, they took out Overwatch Kings. Overwatch Kings is one of the top 8 teams in this Go4 Cup Series. They're the 2nd team overall in the June 4 Cup Series. And Me with this Dragon Blade looking to make the memes not dreams as they are, the dreams not memes, as they are pushing forward, pretty much cleaning up the entirety of the side of Planetkey Dynamics. And that's going to be GG, guys. As the side of Natural Selection goes on into the round of 8 to play B-Fly. And I really do want to cast that next match, guys, but most likely I will be moving into the bottom half of the bracket to cover the round of 8 between Melty Esports and the side of Too Strong. But again, it will also depend on what ESL main is casting. I will be looking at what they are doing and what they're going to be prioritizing for. But again, guys, what a upset Unfortunately for the side of Planetkey Dynamics, not coming out the strongest against this team. But again, I want to emphasize that this is the first tournament that I've seen Planetkey Dynamics play. So this might just be them getting a roster locked together. Maybe some of these players aren't completely decided. I don't have the inside details about the organization, about what they want to do. But at the same time, they definitely need to get a better gelling going. Natural Selection, though, if you want to look at the side of the positive, again, Natural Selection, a team that we have not seen too much of at all in these tournaments, and they just came out so strong and did a lot for their team. Specifically, again, for me, and it was Volk was doing a lot, but Herkel's on that defense with the Torbjorn. But Natural Selection, guys, they're a story. I really hope to resume this story. We might just be following them out. I'm not entirely sure. This is definitely exciting, as they have not at all played in any of the previous Go4s. If they have, they haven't had any good showings to the point where I've been able to cast them or see any of their games. But with that aside, guys, if you guys are looking for more information for the rest of this tournament, you can type in !bracket and ! standings for more information. You can also follow at ESL Overwatch to get tweet updated with what's going to be going on for the rest of the day. But as far as it go, guys, I'll be figuring out the next match. I am RaptorZ. You can follow me on Twitter, RaptorZOW. You can check out my YouTube content below with all the rest of the Go4 cuts that I have casted, as well as my StratWatch series, which is an analysis series breaking down Overwatch, trying to get competitive and professional strategies to more competitive players, as well as all of the community. But again, guys, that should be pretty much all of the stuff that I need to plug to you guys. Thank you so much for your viewership and patience as far as the delays have been today. Hope to continue to get these games out to you guys one after another, but we will be most likely going into the bottom half of the bracket for the next game. I will keep you guys updated. Again, I'm RaptorZ. This is the Go4 EU Cup number 5, the first of the July series. We'll be going to some music and finding the next match as soon as possible.